So you guys probably clicked on this video wondering like, yo, MotoBroo, should I get a THUMPSTAR? Should I get an SSR? Should I get some other Chinese bike? What kind of bike should I get? And I'm gonna tell you exactly the reasons why I love this THUMPSTAR over the SSR pit bike. So gang, as you guys probably know, this is my THUMPSTAR 140cc pit bike, and this is literally one of the best pit bikes I've ever owned so far. Before we get too in depth with this detail, I just want to show you guys a little overview of the bike and how pretty she is looking. As you can see, she is a beauty, bro. We got the THUMPSTAR YXR 140cc motor, and she rips. The first main reason this bike is amazing is the motor mounts, bro. This bike barely vibrates at all. The SSR, the motor mounts are tiny, bro. It's like little pieces of paper, and it's only on the top, so it's pretty much holding the motor on the top. It doesn't go under. But what is different with this THUMPSTAR is, look how thick these motor mounts are, dude. They are huge, and it goes all the way from the top, keeps going down, 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 down to the bottom, so it holds the bottom of the motor too. And bro, as you can see, this thing is tough. It is super sturdy, and the pegs are bolted to or welded to the bottom of this mount. These things I don't think are gonna snap at all. Like, there's no way possible that these things will snap. So this is definitely the first pro of owning a THUMPSTAR, is this mount, bro. You really don't have to worry when you're hitting like huge jumps. Like, you don't have to worry about the frame like moving around or bending or anything like that. It just feels sturdy, bro. I'm telling you, like, when you ride this bike compared to an SSR, you feel the difference of the vibrations and just how sturdy it is. The next thing I love about this pit bike is the wheel size. Let me show you guys these wheels. Check these bad boys out, bro. We got a 14-inch in the back, super sturdy. Spokes are still super tight, and it is just beautiful. It comes with a nice thick rear tire, so you'll be ripping in the dirt. You don't have to worry about losing traction at all. It is so fire. And then in the front, we have a 17-inch wheel, and this is perfect. Like, if you're a taller person like me, I said in my previous video, I'm 6 foot, and the SSR comes with a 10-inch wheel on the back and 14 in the front. So if you're smaller, it works out fine, but if you're like a bigger person like me and you want to ride a pit bike, this is the way to go, big wheel style, bro. Especially when you're in the dirt. The small wheels don't really get that much traction. It's hard to rip around. It feels really wobbly, but with these big wheels, it feels like a legit dirt bike. Like, literally, this pit bike feels like a legit freaking dirt bike. It's amazing. And another pro compared to the SSR is the bars it comes with. The SSR bars are probably the weakest freaking bars you could ever find in the history of pit bike bars. Literally, one time falling with the SSR pit bike, I bent my bars. Like, that's how easy it was. And everyone who has an SSR pit bike, you know that's true. So check out these flipping bars. Look at this. We got the MXDs 3022, and they are fire, bro. They're pretty wide, which I was surprised. Usually, like, pit bike bars are pretty small, but these are pretty wide, which is amazing. Another pro I would like to say is the chain. This is a 428 chain, which is a little thicker than the SSR chains. Pretty much the whole THUMPSTAR bike is like 10 times sturdier than an SSR. That's why there's a little price difference, but it's worth the difference. I'm telling you, if you want like a strong, sturdy bike that will last, this is it. Especially if you're ripping on it all the time and you're ripping hard like me. Like, I treat my pit bikes like shit. So I definitely need a bike that's gonna be sturdy when I'm hitting them huge jumps, and it just makes it more comfortable when you're on the track. You don't really have to worry about the bike as much because you know it's gonna hold up. So like I was saying, this is a 428 chain, and the SSR pit bikes come with a 420, which is just a little thinner, so like the chance of this one breaking is a lot less, and you could just see it in the build quality. It is so fire. Also, the THUMPSTAR comes with VS1 shocks in the rear. And the front forks are VS1, just like the Supermoto. They're inverted forks, and they are bad. They work so good. They're super stiff. That was another problem with the SSR, is the front forks are so bouncy. You're like bing, 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 bing. And the THUMPSTAR forks, they're not bouncy at all. Look at this. Look at this, like, I can't even, let me show you guys a better view. I literally can barely compress them. Like, they barely go down, which is sort of what you want when you're hitting trails and jumps. You don't want to be bouncing all over the place. That is never fun when you're like bunker, 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 bunker. It's not fun riding like that at all. Also, a thing I've noticed with this THUMPSTAR is the seat is a little bigger than the SSR. So for doing stunts or just sitting comfortably on the bike, I remember on my SSR I'll be sitting on my fender, especially when I do wheelies. Every time I would do wheelies on my SSR, my butt would be on the fender, and I was like, bro, my butt's hurting. Why is this happening? It's because the frame is so short. When you're pulling a wheelie, you're always like, especially if you're taller like me, it pushes you back, and you're like on the fender, and it's not comfortable. With this bike, I haven't had that problem at all. And speaking of the fender, peep what it has. If you've seen my DIY light setup, you will know that it has a subframe. I've never seen a pit bike with a subframe, at least a Chinese pit bike. Maybe like the Japanese ones have them, but like a Chinese pit bike, I've never seen it with a subframe. And this thing is dialed. Like, usually when you push down on the fender, it bends down because there's no subframe, especially on the SSR. If you push down, you'll just snap the fender. But look, bro, I could literally just sit on the fender and it does nothing. Like, it's so strong. I really wish I had an SSR bike here so I could show you the exact comparisons, but I'm gonna try to put in some pictures so you can sort of see the difference. I know a lot of you guys were asking, like, yo, the price, like, I don't know if I could spend the money on the price, and it is a little more expensive, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you want a reliable, sturdy, freaking dope pit bike that can hit jumps, shred wheelies, and that you won't have any problems with, this is the bike for you, bro. Like, dude, just everything is more dialed. Like, even look at the peacock, bro. I think that's what it's called, a peacock. Like, look at the filter. It's super nice. Everything just fits perfectly. And not to mention, as you've seen in my unboxing video, if you haven't checked it out, the link will be in the description to it. It comes with spare parts, bro. Spare air filter, owner's manual, tons of bolts, an extra filter for your gas, 2 extra levers, bro. What kind of bike, when you order a dirt bike or pit bike, what bike comes with extra levers? None. This is amazing. Extra clutch cable. If you have like a pit bike or any bike, you're gonna break your clutch eventually, and it's always a pain, like finding the right size, or just having to order a cable, and you're like, maybe you're going out to ride with your friends, boom, your clutch breaks, and you're like, dang it, I gotta order another one. Not with the THUMPSTAR. It comes in your spare box parts, and you can just put this on right away. You don't have to order anything. It's flipping dialed. Of course, it comes with a certification of origin for the vehicle, so it says all the details, and look, it says 12 horsepower. That's fire. And yeah, so if you ever sell the bike, you can say it comes with sort of like a title. It's pretty much like a title for the vehicle. So pretty much overall, this pit bike is like 10 times better than the SSR. And not to like the SSR bikes, like they're nice bikes for like their price, because they're super cheap and you can find them used everywhere. THUMPSTAR bikes, I've never seen one online for sale that was used, which sort of sucks. So you pretty much have to get it brand new. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll look on Craigslist and find one, but I've never seen one. It is literally worth it just buying one. If you got the money, I would say cop it, because I haven't had any problems. It shreds like crazy. It pulls gnarly wheelies. You know what? Let me show you guys. Look, it's not hot at all. My hand's on the exhaust. Okay. And if you're wondering, the bike starts first kick like every time. Amazing. We outie. almost forgot to mention, this bike comes with a pipe bomb exhaust. Y'all hear that? This thing sounds gnarly, bro. For a little pit bike, she sounds like a big old bike. Okay. Bro, I think it's starting to rain. Yo, it's definitely starting to rain right now. Look at the sky. Alrighty, gang, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer all of them. Remember to stay motivated. I freaking love you. Peace!